getting from the Supreme Court. This is on the verdict on Vijay Mallya's sentence in the contempt case, and this is coming across as a massive setback to Vijay Mallya himself. Let me just quickly go across to Bhavtosh now, because Bhavtosh, Mallya has been now sentenced to 4 months in jail. Just quickly take us through what has been said by the court.
Well, the court has convicted him for contempt of court. This is the first conviction that has been done by the courts in India, because he fled in 2016, in March of 2016, to be precise. More importantly, the Supreme Court has now asked him to pay $40 million with interest. That comes about approximately about 5,760 crore rupees. His assets are worth at least 10,000 crore rupees have already been attached by the Enforcement Directorate. And last year, the Enforcement Directorate had in fact transferred shares worth at least 5,760 crore rupees to State Bank of India. But as far as his sentencing is concerned, which could be questioned by many, is the fact that the court has sentenced him to 4 months imprisonment and have levied a fine of around 2,000 rupees. But sources within CBI and Enforcement Directorate have said that the criminal trial of his will start whenever he is brought to India. That is a separate matter. The Supreme Court today has said that contempt of court is a matter in which there was a consortium of banks that had approached the court in 2016 and said that Mallya needs to pay the loan that he had taken, after which he fled the country, and subsequently this matter was in fact being heard by the
stay
court.
on with us. In fact, legal editor Harish Nair also joining us. Harish, take us through the details of the Supreme Court, what the Supreme Court said and the role that it's going to play in his extradition now.
Yes, Pratibha. In fact, the Supreme Court was pronouncing judgment in the contempt case in which he has been held guilty 5 years ago. And remember, the only charge against him is contempt of court, under which maximum punishment is 6 months. So out of that, he has been sentenced to 4 months in jail and 2,000 rupees in fine. The Supreme Court has very clearly said that we have said in the judgment of 2017 that action of contemptor in disbursing USD for was contempt. We must impose adequate sentence on the contemptor to uphold the majesty of law, and the amount in dispute are available for execution. And the Supreme Court very significantly asked Mallya to deposit back 40 million USD with interest within 4 weeks, and failure to do so would lead to attachment of his property. Remember, he was found guilty 2017 for transferring USD 40 million to his children in violation of court orders in the case filed SBI-led banks consortium in Karnataka High Court. Remember, Mallya has been found guilty of contempt of court for not paying the rupees 13,000 crore worth of dues to the banks despite repeated directions. He has also been accused of not divulging his and family's assets, and also diverting funds against the Supreme Court order and to defeat the recovery proceedings. So these were the 4 counts on which he held guilty of contempt.
Right. Bhavtosh, if we can come back to you on the case exactly, because he's already been found guilty on 2 counts, and this is the logical conclusion has the Supreme Court given, because it had given him time to present himself or through his counsel to defend his stand, and he did not appear.
Yes, as our legal editor Harish was telling us, that this is a contempt of court matter. The criminal case against him continues. Remember, the first case was filed way back in December 2015 by the CBI, in which he was accused of defrauding IDBI Bank. Subsequently, in April 2016, the CBI filed the first big case against Vijay Mallya and others of 6,000 crore rupees and consortium of bank. It was the Enforcement Directorate money laundering case that virtually opened a Pandora's box, in which Enforcement Directorate said that over 10,000 crore rupees have been laundered by Vijay Mallya. As far as splurging of money is concerned, Enforcement Directorate said that 3,500 crore rupees was in fact laundered just for over leasing of aircraft of already defunct Kingfisher Airlines. I will just quote some of the findings of Enforcement Directorate. They have said that Vijay Mallya in fact purchased cars asked for F1 even when his F1 company was in fact already defunct. More importantly, private jets that Vijay Mallya had brought was in fact brought from the loans that he has taken from IDBI Bank as well as State Bank of India. What Enforcement Directorate found was had startled many, that he was financing his luxurious life from the loans that he had taken. He never used the loan to build Kingfisher Airlines. The manner in which he fled the country is also something that was surprised many. The lookout circular that was issued in December 2015 was for some reasons lowered by the CBI, and this allowed him to fled the country in March 2016. Now there are two charge sheets that have been filed by the CBI, two by the Enforcement Directorate. In April 2020, the UK High Court virtually paved the way for his extradition, but he has now asked for a political asylum in UK, and the matter is now pending with the UK Home Secretary.